Hello everyone, it is Wolf Cosplay Pro. This video, it is going to be voiced over by Percolating, and this makeup tutorial contouring video is done by Wolf Cosplay Pro, me. I'm the one in the video, and I will leave Percolating's stuff below in the description below. His like page, his Facebook like page, his Twitch, his YouTube channel. Also, if you have comments, questions, or concerns, please leave them below. Please subscribe and please leave a thumbs up and like this video.
Alright, let's voice this motherfucker. Alright, so first things first, you always gotta pull your hair all the way back. Go ahead, pull it back, brush it all nice, make it look all good, like you're trying to be like Fonzo or some shit. Alright, and then right after that, you can go ahead, put the little choker on, because everybody needs a choker in their life. And then you put it up over your hair, because it's a magical choker, and it changes into a hair holder. Go ahead and pin your hair all the way up, make sure you got no stray hairs. This is a contouring makeup tutorial, not a hair changing color tutorial. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna change that up. Now we're gonna go ahead and wipe her mouth down because obviously because I curse too damn much, and I have a potty mouth, so you gotta wipe the shitty thoughts off of your mouth and get those out of there. All right, go ahead and make sure it looks all good. Next thing you're going to want to do is look around very nicely at all the things that are probably set up out of frame, because I'm not sure. And then you're going to grab this little chapstick, because your crusty ass lips, you don't want them to look bad. And luckily this chapstick also has some color. And with that, you always want to use dab a bit of color onto your lips, make your lips look smaller, or some shit like that, or like more dead. Because he was kind of dead at one point. Now you're gonna grab that and you're gonna start putting it on all around on your face hole, just all over your face hole. That's what should be showing there. Go ahead and just a little bit more on the whips, right there on the whips. Just go ahead and just tap around, and that always helps out. Next thing is you want to grab that guy right there. And also put that on your lips. Everything about this tutorial mostly has to do with your lips, because the lips are the really big thing that you want to change. It's very, very important that you change your lips for Ciel. So go ahead and just make sure your lips are all nice and evenly colored, and then you're gonna grab that color right there. It's more of a brownish purplish. That one right there. Yep, that one. Get your little brush. You're gonna paint yourself because you're a goddamn maniac and you like painting yourself like a goddamn clown. Speaking of which, has anybody seen that It trailer? It's been on my Facebook feed all the time, but I refuse to watch it because fuck that shit. I never watched it, don't want to. Nonetheless, you're gonna go ahead and put some eyeshadow on, a little bit of a purplish color. It's gonna really help bring out the effect of being Ciel. Because the Ciel's a little shit, and purple's one of the colors that he really, really loves. So you want to be sure that you choose one of his favorite little shit colors. It's very important that you do that. So I turned away from my mic, which is why that might have sounded a little bit weird. But then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna choose a different purple, because again, purple's one of like the main colors in Black Butler, besides black, because black's the best. So a little bit of purple always does good. It always does really well. So you want to make sure that you get a lot of purple in this palette, if you can't tell. Go ahead and put some purple around your nose. It really adds to the shadowing and the shadow effects and makes it look amazing. You know what I'm saying? As you can tell, my nose looks all shadowy and it looks more contoured, as we like to say in the professional world. Like I said, I'm an honest professional. What I'm saying here is truth and law. If you ask anybody, they will tell you that everything I'm saying here is completely true. Then you're gonna put a little stripe on your nose, like a little Indian stripe, and you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna just wipe it away. That way you're not called racist in public because you have an Indian stripe. So then you gotta make blend it in. That's the reason that you do that. And then you're gonna go ahead and put a little purple under your chin, and that'll help again with the shadowing. Make you get to change the way your shadows look, and it looks all dope. And then we're gonna change the camera angle because that's we like to make you guys stay on your toes. And then we're gonna shadow the other side as well. And while we do that, we just go ahead and just look at that. Look at the artistry. And can we just appreciate the artistry that is going into this right now? Just those long straight lines. Look at those. Look at them. Just look at them. Yeah. So as we continue to make these long, sensual straight lines, we're gonna continue and we're gonna make sure that again we keep purple because purple is one of the big tones that we use in Black Butler because purple's amazing right next to black. Black and blue actually, because blue is percolating colors and that's important. But I'm getting a little sidetracked. Purple, very important in the Black Butler series, and you want to make sure that you show it off right here. See, look, there you go. Just make sure you get all under there with a little bit of purple. Just brushing all around. In the end, you're actually just going to turn into a purple blob. You're going to look like the goddamn person, the goddamn thing from the McDonald's sign. And then you're going to use your big brush to really put that purple all around. And that's what's really going to change it up and make it look really nice. I can't think of that purple monster's name from the McDonald's crew. He always stood next to the hamburger. Anyway, we're going to use some LA Color, as I like to call it. LA Color. And we're going to, got to remember to blow your brush first. Always important. And then you're just going to just wipe that one little spot. Dust yourself off a little bit. Because you's a dusty bitch, and we got to make sure that we got to get the dust off. And make sure, just go ahead and dust off a little bit more. Make sure you get all those cobwebs out of there. Yeah, I want a Cinderella sweep in that bitch. Just go ahead and make sure we get all the cobwebs, all the little spiders hiding around. Just get them off your face. Some of y'all bitches be walking around with goddamn dusty ass faces with your makeup, and that's gross. So you want to make sure that you get the dust off. Very important part. But next we're gonna stare down centrally at something, and then we're gonna grab it. It looks like those are the eyelashes, if I'm correct, and that's probably eyelash glue. We'll be able to tell a bit later, but you know, we're just gonna go ahead and stare deeply at whatever this is. It's very, very interesting, actually, what happens off camera. Actually, right now, she's playing patty cake with someone, and she's losing, which is why she's staring so focusedly. That's why you don't. It's like she's doing it off camera, but it's really intense. It was crazy. So yeah, we get our eyelashes, and we glued them, and then we're gonna grab tweezers. Gonna grab the tweezers. Again, we're gonna play a little bit of patty cake before we get back to this, but God, this is an intense game of patty cake. I'm sorry. I got to watch the actual game, so it's like replaying in my mind. It's a ridiculous game of patty cake. So, but yeah, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get those eyelashes all nice glued and then use the tweezers to really set it and make sure that you have it exactly how you're going to want to put it on your eye. Personally, I like to make a squiggle. I don't think she did the squiggle technique, but, you know, that's a more advanced technique. I don't think she knows that one as well. But the squiggle technique, look it up. It's a very, very interesting technique that you should also try with your eyelashes. It pretty much makes it look like a little gummy worm, and it's a very, very cool effect. And I personally think it adds to a lot of different cosplays. Even though I've never cosplayed a day in my life, you should definitely take all the advice from me. That was weird. There's color change, but yeah, no. She's playing a really intense game of patty cake, like I said. Matter of fact, I think at this point she kind of switched over and she started playing footsies. Some dude. It was really weird. It was crazy. Just started kicking her feet. It was crazy. I think she started getting a foot massage at some point. Like they stopped playing footsie. They first it was patty cake, then they switched over to footsies, and then after footsies a little bit, he just got down on his knees and started giving her a foot massage. It was really weird. It was really crazy, but it's really, really important. Also, do you guys see this shirt that she's got on? It's so cute. It looks like it's sparkling. It's sparkly. It's so great. It's really great. But yeah, no, there you go. By the way, you see what what it was doing on the case right there? That was the squiggle I was talking about. And yeah. So you gotta tap the top, but very, very gently. You don't want to scare the tip. You don't want to scare the tip away. So you gotta tap it just slightly, and it'll color your eyes with it. Just a little bit of that. Just look at that. While it's artistry. That black line. Black lines are what really bring it all out, if you ask me. And the way she's doing it, I feel, is fantastic. Just look at those straight lines. So straight. So straight. Mini straight. Such wow. I love it. It's so great. But the wings, though. Look at the wings. It's so great. Now the other side. The other side. Ready? 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 Boom, bam, kablam, something else. Ooh, look at those wings. They're so great. But yeah, so you need the wings. They pull off the look, and then you gotta, obviously you're gonna have to do those wings 100,000 times before you get them right. Unless you're Wolf here, in which case it just takes 3 times and you got it perfect. She did it 3 times and it was perfect. I don't know how she did it. She's a freaking wizard. But then you're gonna put a little bit on the inside, almost like a cat eye on the inside, just to really exaggerate all the other pieces. Really, really important. And I know a lot of you are probably wondering, what the hell happened to the eye stuff? Well, pretty much we're letting the glue settle a little bit. That way, when we put it on, it'll be perfectly ready to set. That's what's happening with the eyelashes from earlier. So, look at it go. Gonna put a little eyeliner on the bottom, just a tad bit, not the full way, but just a little bit. And you're gonna slowly work that and just make a nice little angle. You know what I'm saying? Makes everything look nice and angled. You wanna look Asian in the end, pretty much, because Asian people are awesome. They're second only to black people, if you ask me. Just because black people are epic. I can only think of one reason why I might say that. But yeah, here we bring back the eyelashes. And just stick them on there. And like I said, she's putting them on straight on her eyelashes to make like a single eyelash. Personally, like I said, I like to do the squiggle. If you ever want to try the squiggle, it's a very advanced technique. It might take you a couple tries, but pretty much it makes a little arch. Imagine hills, but on your eyelashes. It's pretty cool. I love having my eyelashes do that. So that's what I do, but that's me personally. That's not for this cosplay in particular. It doesn't particularly help, so that's why she's not doing it. But any other time, almost any other time, if you're using the lashes, it's a great time to use. And then you want to blow the lashes just a little bit. Just blow them, because blowing anything always helps. It's a very, very precise process. So if you want to learn, we're gonna be doing some tutorials on how to blow things correctly. That'll be coming up in the near future, if I'm correct. All right, and just want to make sure that eyelash gets on there nice. There you go. You don't want to look like a fucked up Lady Gaga. You want to make sure that it sits on correctly. So sometimes you might have to take it off and try it again. Try it a couple times. Right now she's off camera. She's eating Skittles, I believe is what she went down and started eating Skittles. Like just stuck her face in a bowl of Skittles and started eating them. And I believe that's what she was doing at this moment. I want to say, but yeah, she does that and she does that as well as putting it on her eyes. She's a professional, so don't try that at home. Eating Skittles and putting your eyelashes on, it's a very, very complicated process, but she's able to do it. She's been doing this for years. She's great. Sometimes you gotta cut the eyelashes. It's just a little too much, you know. And it's a sad day, but sometimes it's gotta happen. It's just gotta happen. You gotta cut the lashes, get it to the right point, and then you just pop them right on there. Just mush. Make sure it looks nice. Off camera before you come on camera, you wanna make sure it looks nice. You know what I'm saying? So that's what she's doing right now. It's actually taboo to have your lashes on wrong on camera. It's taboo. So you want to make sure that when you come up, they look amazing, which they do. They're starting to. She's like I said, she's still working on it, but she's getting there. So as soon as she gets this on, it should be pretty legit. And after it gets on there and it sits, you've got yourself a fantastic Ciel cosplay, and looks fantastic. So just go ahead and now you just oogle yourself and realize that you might be a slight pervert because Ciel was only like 15 or less than that. So then you think about your actions and you're like, holy shit, am I perverted? And or maybe not, but it's all good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I gave you all the correct things to do, so make sure that you do them correctly. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. All right? Bye-bye.